Y'all, okay, I'm Adriana with DAWA Studios here at South by Southwest. We are doing some impromptu artist interviews here in Artist Village, y'all. And today we have a person that has been working on some really cool things for a while, and we are so honored and just ecstatic to learn a little bit more. So today we have Dana. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, you got it right. Usually Americans say Dana, which is horrible. It's Dana, D-A-N-A. Rhymes with Spanner.
Rhymes with Spanners. Gillespie. How are you doing today?
I'm very well. It's not my first time in Austin. I have been here about 6 years ago, but not for South by Southwest. So I'm here with my full band, which is particularly nice. And we're releasing my 73rd album here as an NFT. In fact, here it is. It looks like this. Da-da.
Ta-da.
Yeah, so, but I started making albums. My first album was in 1965.
Yeah.
So when but I made singles in 1964, so I've been around forever.
Yeah, you've been doing the thing for a while.
Yeah, I was writing songs from the age of 11. I didn't know that one could actually make a career out of it. But
interesting.
In the 60s were great. The scene was small. I had very good friends. I had on my first album Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin played on my album. And I sang on do you know David Bowie?
I know David Bowie.
Okay,
listen.
Right. Well, I sang also on the Ziggy Stardust album, and Bowie wrote a song for me called Andy Warhol, which is on this new album.
It's on the new album, I heard.
Yeah, so I'd just been around forever, and in between I made some dreadful movies, falling out of bits of leather, fantasy horror films.
Yeah.
But they were just something I did when I needed a bit of work.
Yeah.
But music is my thing, and I'm really happy to be here in Austin.
No, we are so happy to have you. You said this is your first South by Southwest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goodness.
So on Friday, we're performing here in the Fairmont Hotel at 5 o'clock. But Saturday, I think this will be a kind of the cooler one. Is it something called the Continental Club? Do you know the place? Is it nice?
It is really cute.
I've heard it's nice.
Very chill vibes. And, we're kind of a chill, vibey city in that way. And I think you'll love it.
I'm pleased. The band is called the London Blues Band. But actually, we don't only do blues. We do some other stuff. Like the Andy Warhol song is obviously not blues. But we could do blues till it's coming out of our ears. But what is strange for me is that here at South by Southwest, you only have a kind of 40-minute slot to do your thing.
Yeah.
We're used to doing 3 hours on stage. Even at my age, I should be at home in bed.
The stamina, okay?
Well, yeah, but stamina, I think that goes with, for years I've trained every day, I swim every morning. I don't mean training like weightlifting, but just being out there on the road.
Yeah.
That kind of keeps one's mental state together, actually.
I love that. And I love that you bring that up because I literally talk about mental health and people's brains all day. That is kind of how I got involved in talking to artists in the first place, just kind of being curious about how they care for their brain. So being that you have such longevity in this crazy industry, what are some ways that you care for yourself?
Well, in the 60s and 70s, I did lots of things where many people would have said I wasn't caring for myself.
Yeah.
But actually I was. It was, the 60s, everyone, hippies, and everyone was having a wild time. It was a bit of a psychedelic time, but those were those days. But I've always been, when I was in my teens, 13, learning you can have. But just keep on keeping on is my advice. Don't ever give up. And, it's a difficult thing to say because it's a tough business, but frankly, what else can you do? If it's in your heart, you've got to bring it out. Because if you don't, you're going to get sick. Or you're going to wish you may be older in life and you will be looking back and thinking, why didn't I take that chance?
Yeah.
Just do it. The worst that can happen is that you fail. But actually, then you'll do something else. But just keep with it.
Yeah.
And this Texas, and especially here in Austin, is meant to be like the center of music for America. So anyone that's young and aspiring to get into the business here, just go for it.
Yeah.
And don't listen to any old twit somewhere saying, no, don't do it. Follow your heart, listen to your heart, and trust in your heart.
I love that. That is such good advice, like you said, for anyone.
Yeah.
So, Dana, where can we find you? And can you remind me the name of your new album?
Oh, yes. Well, there it is. Actually, it's called 73. It was recorded I can't hold it at the same time. It was recorded live in probably the coolest London venue called the Temple of Art and Music.
Dope.
There are several of them in London now, but it's live. It's a double album. And then you get all kind of pictures of me with...
Yes,
well,
you do.
Pictures
yes,
of me with...
ma'am.
Well, I don't know, Bob Dylan or... Well, I was... That's the cover of my first album when I was 16.
Oh, my God. 16 years old.
I know. Well, yeah, because there was nobody around to say, no, don't.
Yeah.
So I just did.
Yeah.
So this is, yeah, the rest of the stuff, I guess, is on Spotify or whatever, but, you know, out and on record labels. But this is my newest baby. And like any musician, we love the last one that we've done, you know, because... But already I'll start thinking about the next one.
The next one.
We're so untrue. I'll be unfaithful to this one soon. But thank you for talking to me. It's
Thank you
so
so
sweet.
much.
What is DAWA Studios?
Oh, so DAWA Studios stands for Diversity, Awareness, Wellness in Action, and it is a nonprofit here in Austin.
Okay.
And they provide a studio for creatives like me who don't necessarily have all this cool stuff at home. And they provide like recording space, grants and things for artists just to kind of bridge that financial burden.
But 2 words you said, most important, awareness and wellness. You cannot make music or do anything creative if you are physically sick, or well, mentally sick is not too good either. But it just makes life much harder. You have to do something in your life that keeps you well and happy.
I love that.
But it's important to have a pussycat at home.
It is, because they're so cute and their little purrs just heal your
What's
heart.
yours called, by the way?
So her name is, we call her Marley. Her full name is Marley Sativa Knowles Carter Chilumbo, and the Carter is for Dwayne. Okay.
And we know what sativa is for.
Yes.
Yay! What color is she?
She's a beautiful black kitty with a little bit of white hairs underneath. So sweet.
You lucky thing. You said she sits on your head when you lie down, when you get home.
She literally does. She climbs right all over me.
Well, I'm jealous. You've got the real thing, and all I've got is loads of pussycats on my shirt.
And we stand the pussycat shirt, okay? Listen.
Yes.
Well, y'all, we are going to wrap it up here. Dana Gillespie, thank you very much.
And thank
for
you for having pronounced my name right. Unheard of in America.
Well, listen.
A miracle.
A miracle. I try. I actually practiced a little bit before you came over here, so I had to make sure. But we are signing out. Again, we are here at DAWA Studios and live at South by Southwest. We are doing some interviews, and yeah, we done. We out for now. I'm so bad at goodbyes. I got to figure that out.
We're toast.
We are toast. Yes.